Did you know there's a firearm that harnessed the power of nature itself? That's right. Imagine a weapon that could channel the raw, untamed energy of lightning. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, buckle up, because today we dive into the incredible and true story of a groundbreaking innovation, a gun that shot lightning. To understand this marvel, we need to step back in time. This is not a Hollywood invention or a prop from a futuristic movie. What we're talking about is a real-world invention known as the electric arc gun. This wasn't a firearm in the traditional sense. There were no bullets, no gunpowder. Instead, it used high-energy electrical discharges to launch its deadly payloads. Intrigued yet? Let's break this down. Start with the basics. Electricity. By the late 19th century, the world was becoming increasingly electrified. From Thomas Edison's incandescent light bulbs to Nikola Tesla's alternating current system, society was buzzing, literally, with electrical innovation. It was in this period of electrical curiosity and experimentation that a few enterprising inventors began to ponder, what if we could use electricity as a weapon? The electric arc gun draws from the same principles that create lightning during a storm. When a high enough electrical voltage jumps between 2 points, it creates an arc, essentially a mini lightning bolt. Sure, that's impressive on its own, but to weaponize it? That's where things get wild. These inventors sought to utilize an electric arc, not only to create incredible heat and force, but also to launch conductive projectiles at incredible speeds. Essentially, they wanted to develop a gun that replaced explosive propulsion with electrical energy. Early prototypes of these lightning weapons began to arise in the late 1800s and early 1900s. The concept was straightforward, yet incredibly ambitious. The system would involve a high-energy capacitor bank to store electrical power. Upon activating the gun, the stored energy would discharge rapidly, creating a controlled arc that could propel a metal projectile. Theoretically, the projectile would achieve speeds comparable to, or potentially even greater than, those propelled by traditional firearms. Think about it. A bullet not launched by gunpowder, but by the sheer force of electricity. Sound revolutionary? Of course, theory often runs ahead of practice. Early tests of electric guns faced substantial challenges. First was the issue of creating sufficient power. Capacitors at the time weren't advanced enough to hold the massive amounts of energy necessary for repeated high-power discharges. Think about it. A single shot might drain the energy equivalent to powering an entire building for hours. Then there was the problem of material durability. The intense electrical discharge didn't just propel the projectile, it also damaged the firing mechanism. In short, adapting this technology into a reliable and maintainable weapon was proving tremendously difficult. But let's not underestimate human persistence. The concept of electric guns resurfaced time and time again throughout the 20th century. During the Cold War, a period rife with technological arms races, the US military and other global powers revisited the idea. In some cases, these arc-based or rail-like systems were tested as part of advanced weaponry programs. For example, the precursor to the modern electromagnetic railgun shared some conceptual DNA with our electric arc gun. Both sought to replace traditional chemical combustion with raw electromagnetic energy to propel a projectile. Flash forward to today. Laser weapons and electromagnetic railguns have made real progress in modern defense sectors. But as fascinating as these weapons are, they still haven't quite tapped into the dream of truly weaponized lightning. So why is that? The challenges that faced the inventors 100 years ago still exist in many ways even today, chiefly the staggering power requirements for such a system. However, advancements in technology hint that someday this dream might be brought closer to reality. The story of the electric arc gun also tells us something deeper about human innovation. From the flintlock rifle to the repeating revolver, history has shown that firearm technology evolves in transformative leaps. Each leap, whether mechanical, chemical, or in this case electrical, represents an incredible blend of science, engineering, and human ingenuity. The idea of an electric gun, while not widely realized yet, shows that inventors think beyond the confines of existing paradigms. It challenges us to consider systems that harness the elements themselves, to imagine tools that were once thought impossible. So, where do we stand now? The dream of electric firearms is not dead, it's simply dormant, waiting for technology to catch up. The next time you see a storm in the sky, consider what it would take to harness that raw power and direct it through a weapon. And now ask yourself, would such a weapon represent technological progress, or would it open a Pandora's box of complications and dangers we're not yet prepared to handle? This weapon isn't just an artifact of history, it's a glimpse into the possibilities we're still pursuing. From electricity-based plasma systems to the high-speed projectiles of the modern railgun, the dream of shooting lightning lives on in new and exciting ways. Who knows? Maybe we're only a few breakthroughs away from seeing the electric arc gun become more than just an ambitious piece of firearm history. The truth is, humanity has always sought to harness the forces of nature, bending them to our will. Whether it's the steam engine, nuclear energy, or even rocket propulsion, our instincts drive us toward the extraordinary. The electric arc gun is just one chapter in this ongoing story. What's next? Only time and innovation will tell. So let's leave you with this thought. You're watching an electrical storm light up the night sky. A jagged bolt flashes across the horizon. Now imagine, just for a moment, holding that power in the palm of your hand, the energy of the heavens compressed into a single, high-tech weapon. That's the vision. That's the ambition of the electric arc gun. And that's why it remains one of the most fascinating, almost unbelievable chapters in the history of firearms. This has been your exploration into amazing firearm technology. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable stories about the weapons that shaped our world. Join us next time as we delve into yet another mind-blowing tale from the annals of weapon innovation.